Let's do a horn test right here. We have a snow mode, which I doubt if we'll ever use here in Manila. It feels very well built. It's decent. Nothing crazy. There's a lot of body roll. Ooh, tight turning circle. The steering feels lighter than when in sport. You can feel the bumps, the undulations of the road. This button right here enables you to do one pedal driving, and it's very easy to maneuver in tight spaces because of the small dimensions. Hey guys, here we have the all-new Toyota Urban Cruiser, and today we are going to be doing a POV test drive. But before that, let's go ahead and check out the exterior and interior first. This is a compact EV for Toyota. You can see it has a very funky design, but still wears the Toyota design language with the hammerhead style front end. This is your LED headlights, very slim design. You can see an air curtain right here for aerodynamics. As you move towards the side, you can see this 18-inch alloy wheels with two-tone design. Have some nice pattern on there as well. Towards the side, you can see its compact dimensions with some short overhangs front and rear. Your door handles for the rear doors are right here, so it has a coupe-ish design to it. This is your charging port. So it has AC and DC capability. It is a very stylish and compact crossover. As you move towards the rear, you can see these interesting taillight design with squares for the park lights. Let's open up the trunk. This is the cargo space that you get for the Urban Cruiser. Do we have an underfloor storage? Yes, we do. You have some storage hooks here on the side as well. You can fold down the seats in three ways. You have a center pass-through there, so you can fold it down the middle. And you have an illumination here, LED. You have a tonneau cover. To close it, just flip it down. There's no power tailgate. Let's check out the rear seat space. This is set to my driving position. I have just enough legroom. Footroom, I have decent amount. Headroom, I have this much. You sit a bit higher than usual because of the batteries are underneath. Headroom can be a bit limited, but still doable. The floor is fairly flat, so you can sit in the middle and sit three people abreast. This is the overall dash design, but we'll get into that more as we move towards the front. Rear amenities include two USB charging ports, Type C and Type A. There'll be storage here for your phone. The seats have a nice blend of materials. You have this fabric inserts and a perforated leather on the outer. You have a solid door sounding. You have hard plastic here above the door cards. You have a nice textured insert here. Padded armrest, that's fabric, and the piano black trim. You get a small cubby hole here for the rear doors. Let's hop inside. Solid door sounding. This is the key for the Urban Cruiser. It is very small. You have your lock and unlock, and to start the vehicle, just have the key fob inside. Put your foot on the brake and press the power button. And you'll have a chime once you start it up to notify that it is ready to be driven. There are nice toggle switches right here for the air conditioning, so not everything is exclusive to the screen. This is very interesting. The driver gets a leather-wrapped steering wheel, two-spoke design. You have your radio controls on the left and your trip computer. To the right, you have your cruise control. To start driving, you have to push down and flick it to the right for drive. It is an electronic shifter. The driving position can feel a bit higher than in most crossovers, again because the batteries are underneath, so it does feel that you're sitting on top of the car, but visibility throughout is good. It does feel narrow inside. The side mirrors are on the small side. So you have this floating tablet style design on the dash for the driver display, which is digital. You can change the info settings here for your navigation, trip computer, radio, and your battery percentage. Also have this center touchscreen. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. First driving impressions, it's pretty smooth inside. The steering is light, and it's very easy to maneuver in tight spaces because of the small dimensions. It also has a 360 camera, so it does have auto hold brake, so even if I'm in drive, the car won't move, even if I don't have my foot on the brake. You have selectable drive modes, sport, eco, and normal. This is the camera. That's your 360 view. It's an okay resolution. As for storage, you have a wireless charging pad here on the center console. You have 2 cup holders, which is decently sized. You have a storage space here. Underneath, this is a floating style center console. You have a 12-volt power outlet underneath. And you have this massive piano black trim. You have a snow mode, which I doubt if you'll ever use here in Manila. You have an electronic parking brake. This one is the gear selector, so you can push it to the left for reverse and push it once for neutral. Overall build quality, it feels very well built, like a Toyota. You have JBL speakers, and the center console does open and it reveals a decent storage space here. And it is nicely padded as well. Okay. Let's flick it into sport mode. Let's see the acceleration. It's decent, nothing crazy. Steering is a bit on the heavy side. There's a lot of body roll. Ooh, tight turning circle. Still pretty quick. So we're now in eco mode. The steering feels lighter than when in sport. Road noise isn't as intrusive when you get into higher speeds. Let's do a horn test right here. Sounds small. There's a nice electric whir to the motors, so it rides like a small crossover. You can feel the bumps, the undulations of the road because of the short wheelbase. This button right here enables you to do one pedal driving, so it will do the brake regen very intensely. And what that does is that it will use the kinetic energy from the wheels and charge the batteries. The instant torque is just very addicting to drive, and it's so quiet. The suspension can feel a bit bouncy over bumps. Okay, now that we are parked, just press this P button and it will automatically activate the parking brake. And to turn it off, just press the power button again. Unlock. Okay guys, that was a POV test drive of the Toyota Urban Cruiser If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified once I upload a new video. This has been TJ. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.